Yo, what up? It's Saturday, August 3rd, and we're about to do the 7th Legacy Elusive target known as the Chameleon. Now, this does take place in Colorado, which makes it, a little bit more complicated. Things might go wrong, but hopefully as I walk you through this in what I think is more or less the most foolproof method, it'll turn out okay for you. So let's go ahead and watch the briefing.
Good afternoon, 47. Your target is Richard M. Foreman, a skilled infiltrator believed to be working with the militia on an unknown operation on U.S. soil. The target is a highly skilled actor, and our files link him with a successful impersonation of billionaire Charles Vanderblatt, where he siphoned hundreds of millions out of the Vanderblatt accounts over the course of 3 weeks. The contract has 2 objectives: identifying and eliminating the target in an apparently accidental death such as a fall or drowning. Secondly, uncover files or data about the operation being planned. The clock is ticking, 47. Good luck.
Alright, here's the intel. So basically, to make it even more complicated, we are not free to kill the target any way we want. It has to be through an accident that's not an explosion, which I think they added in just so that people wouldn't use really lame, like, fire extinguisher method. Back in the first Hitman, that would lead to a death. Now that actually just knocks a person out or something. But regardless, we're going to have to kill him with an accident. And additionally, we're going to have to interact with this laptop and steal the data. Luckily, that is really close by, so it's not going to be that much harder. We don't really need anything for the method I'm about to show you. Yeah, we don't really need anything at all. So you can start in the default starting location, which is over here. So even if you have nothing unlocked, you should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and put on this Freedom Phantom suit, which I haven't used yet. It came out like just yesterday. Just for ironic effect. So let's go ahead and do this.
Good morning, 47. Welcome to Colorado. The target is notorious for changing his appearance and mannerisms. You will need to sweep the compound to locate him. Remember, you must eliminate the target in a manner that appears accidental. Avoid explosives, as these are too likely to draw close attention. Good hunting.
Okay, so what I've done is I've run over to the right, and these 2 guys you see here, well, there's one I just took out, and another guy over there. They'll often be like talking to each other around this fire pit. You want to wait until one of them walks away and the other one turns his back. Then you can, subdue him, pull him over to this hay baler, and then dump his body inside. Obviously, don't use the hay baler, or else you have to kill him. But just do that, and then come back over here, hop over this fence, and that should take you into the compound. The thing is, you're not allowed to be in this area with a regular soldier outfit. This is for like the explosive experts. So, but if you just sneak this way, stay behind cover, you should be alright. You're aiming for this window over here, and once you climb through this window, you're home free. So then, once you're over here, we want to head over into this garage and pick up the wrench. Now you're inside the compound, you're pretty much safe. We want to get an elite guard outfit next. Probably the most straightforward way to do it is to just pick it up from inside this truck. You see there's an outfit right here. The thing is, there's no way to close these doors, and you are surrounded by lots of people. Now I think every time I've changed here, it was safe, but people people were like about to spot me, and then just in time it became safe again. If you're really paranoid, you don't want to mess around with that. Here's another way that you can get the Elite Guard outfit, which is I would just take out the gun I got earlier from the first guy and drop it like over here.
So if we had someone we had to pacify, would you shoot him in the legs, or maybe go?
And then throw something so that you can get this guy's attention.
Wait a minute.
He'll see the gun, he'll pick it up, and then he'll walk away.
What is that doing here?
As he's walking away, you want to throw a coin inside the shed, but you don't want him to see you. Then as soon as he turns his back, knock him out. And you want to drag him into this closet. Get inside the closet real quick before Ezra Berg comes in.
That's how we roll.
Yeah, if you're running and doing it like at my speed, you should be able to do this before Ezra Berg comes in. If Ezra Berg is already inside, then just wait until he finally leaves before you do all the stuff that I did in this shed. Yeah, even though Ezra Berg is not an enforcer, for some reason he will like bust you if he sees you inside this shed, even if you're wearing this guy's outfit. I'm not really sure why. So you have to basically make sure that Ezra Berg doesn't ever see you inside this shed. So if you want, you can pick up all this stuff here, but you don't really need any of it. Then you can just leave this way. Alright, so whether you picked up this Elite Guard outfit from the truck or from the shed, either way you want to go up these stairs.
Keep fighting for the free world.
I like dodging this camera by going around here and climbing up this way. And then through here.
So you're saying that thing made Ezra Berg's interrogation mask?
Now, this house is really complicated because there are a lot of different groups that can walk through here from time to time. But right now it's pretty clear. So I strongly recommend that you take out the surveillance tapes
Guy Ezra Berg has
by going into the server room.
The enemy's couriers.
So as you can see, there's an enforcer over there and he's talking to some other guy. You just need to wait until the conversation's over. One thing that can go wrong is there is a third guy who goes in and out of that door that's right in front of me. So you just want to make sure that he's not walking through for this next part. But basically, once the conversation's over, I'm gonna shoot the surveillance tapes and then quickly run away, because in my experience, if you shoot it and you stick around, this guy will quickly turn around and see you. So you want to be as close to this server rack as possible. See, look, the guy in the red hoodie, he just walked out, so he won't be coming in for a little bit. So I'll take aim. As soon as I shoot, I'm gonna hide behind the server rack again. And then that way he won't spot me. Alright. I'm gonna check this outer room again to make sure no enforcers are coming through. Basically, Sean Rose has a personal guard who can see through this outfit. Now there's another enforcer up here, so you want to dodge him too. Once you're like around this area, you should be safe. But basically, that enforcer who's like leaning over the balcony, in the normal level, he'll be walking up and down this hallway. But for this elusive target only, he'll never come down this way. In the beginning, he'll hang around, you know, like where you see him right now, the balcony or that area, or he'll walk over to the right from time to time and enter this room where the target is. See, the target's the guy sitting there. That's sort of like the path he'll take. The target himself will pretty much stick around in the area where he's sitting right now. And all of this holds true as long as these two other hackers, you know, remain the way that they are. If we take out those hackers, then the target and this guard will change their patrol routes. Okay, so now I see Sean Rose is in the house, and his guard is going to come up the stairs. So he's someone you want to keep an eye on. Because he might, if you don't remember to watch out for him, he might bust you. But he's going to come up the stairs, and then he's going to kind of like chill in that room over there for quite a while. So yeah, back to what I was saying with these two hackers. Once we take them out, then the target will walk outside and chill on the balcony. And then this guard will alternate between being up here and going downstairs to the room that's sort of like right in front of my camera. But no matter what, he still won't come back into this area, which is good. So our plan is going to be, I think the safest way to do this is to just, you know, knock people out one by one. We are only going to have to knock out 4 people, so it's really not that bad. The way I recommend you do this is you go over to the corner of the room. You should have a gun at this point, the one that you picked up earlier from the shed. Just drop it like in the corner, as far as possible into the corner. Pick up the soda can or something, and then just chuck it. And then what you want is, well,
Is anyone here?
see if
I
they
found this weapon just lying around.
if they both stand up, then you know whatever.
Sure
But-
thing.
Not another one. Really, this is a disgrace.
Yeah. I was hoping only one of them would go up, so then I could basically knock him out. Looks like I forgot to pick up my wrench, which will be a problem.
Hey, who is throwing stuff around here? Come on!
I wanted to chuck a wrench at this guy's head, but I forgot to pick it up.
Christ's sake!
So I'll just, you know, throw something else instead, knock him out, throw him into this closet. Now, when it comes to this closet, you need to be very careful, because there's been a number of times when I meant to throw someone in this closet, and I threw him out this window instead. So try to approach this closet from the left, and make sure the prompt is on the closet and not the window, because it's really easy to like accidentally throw the person out the window. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna wait for the other guy to come back. I'm gonna take him out. And then I'll throw him in the same closet. Alright, so now for the 2 hackers, I'm just going to lure them one by one and stash their bodies over here. Should be fine, like no one will ever see them. So, you know, we have coins, right? So we'll just throw them gradually closer and closer.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. Oh, what is going on here? So annoying. What was that noise? Thumbs up, mate.
Alright, so I'll leave his body over here. And now for the next guy.
Oh, come on, man.
Once you've gotten rid of the first hacker, you can totally knock the other guy out, like over here.
Okay.
Because he's the last hacker, you don't need to worry about
What?
being seen, like, from this angle, because no one will really see you from this angle.
Great, great, great.
And, you know, by taking him out in this room, he'll never, you know, enter this room and see this guy's body. So, once you've taken out the two hackers, I suggest you drop the gun and you dress up as one of the hackers, because this way you won't get spotted by anyone up on this floor anymore. So as you can see, the guard is now changing his patrol. He's going to go up and down, alternating between up here and that room that's like in front of my camera. Meanwhile, the target is going to go outside, and he'll be leaning on the balcony. And this will be a good time to push him when he's leaning.
Hey!
Yeah, make sure no one else is
Target
around,
down.
and then just run up to him and press X or whatever the button is for you. That will be an accident. Oh yeah, and then I forgot. Go and do this objective right here. Make sure the patroller is not here. All you need to do is run over to this laptop and then quickly interact with it.
The money has been wired to your account.
Loose clicks can cause security. What's going on?
So then let's leave the same way that we came in. Yeah, there should be no enforcers this way. And then here's the shed from earlier, but then we're going to exit this way instead. And then as you can see now, we just need to run all the way around and pick up our original suit if you want to. If you don't want to, there are like a lot of exits nearby. You could probably go this way, and then that's probably the easiest exit on the other side of the house, but I like to get my original suit back. It'll say searching, but you don't need to worry too much. As long as you're not near the body at this point, you won't be found. No one's going to patrol up to the room where I left the two hackers, so we don't need to worry about that. Yeah, so we're just going to run around this way. Don't need to worry about cameras because we knocked out the surveillance tapes. So once this guard is like far away from our suit, we can change. The only other thing to be aware of is there are two guards who kind of like walk around the entire perimeter of the base, but they go in a clockwise direction, so you're not going to run into them this way. Like if they weren't behind you already, then you're pretty much safe. So we're back to where we started the level, but unfortunately we can't exit over here. The exit's a little farther this way, and there are, I think, two guards here who look this way, so you just need to, like, you know, be good about hiding behind the cover here, these concrete barriers. If you run from this position to that barrier, you should pretty much be okay. Then from here, you just need to face the fence and then exit. And hopefully you've unlocked this, and if you hit every elusive target so far, you'll also get the undying look. And that's the show.